We are live here. Hope everybody is doing awesome. Welcome to our February elevator pitch. We will get started here. We got a good group of people that have just joined us. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm very excited for this month's elevator pitch. We have three spectacular guests, two of which is their birthday. So we have Xavier Pong with Comet Backup. We've got Pete Bosom with Equilibrium Consulting and Jason Price with Powered Services Pro. So again, happy birthday to Pete and Jason. Uh, Congratulations. We won't sing for you right now because you don't want to hear me sing. You don't want to hear my voice at all. But we will get started. So a few things I wanted to cover as we get started here is just what our format looks like. We will have each of our presenters will get 10 minutes to do their elevator pitch. And what will happen is once we complete all of our presentations, we will open up our demo rooms, and within the demo rooms, you'll be able to pick and choose which demo room you want to go into. So maybe you start out with Powered Services, you could bounce over to Equilibrium Consulting, or you can move over to Comet Backup. So you have that ability to do that. So for some additional questions and answers and some hands-on learning. So once we do that and complete all of our demo rooms, then we will give away $250 cash to one lucky attendee. So the most important thing is you got to make sure that you stay all the way to the end to be eligible for $250 of hard cold cash. And who doesn't want 250 bucks, right? I mean, can't complain about that. So what we're doing is after also each of our presenters are completed, we will put a poll up and we'll ask which of them, maybe all of them, who do you want to hear from? And you can just complete that poll, and we'll provide that to each of our presenters so they can reach out to you if you'd like to hear more from them. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this in alphabetical order just to make sure that we're not, pulling favorites from anybody. So with that being said, we're going to start out with Xavier with Comet Backup. Xavier, how you doing today?
Yeah, I'm pretty good myself. And how are you?
I'm doing great. And so, one of the things we're going to do is I always enjoy putting everybody on the spot. And
Mm.
so what we're going to do is I want to have you tell us all one thing about you that is interesting that we might not know about you.
Alrighty. I think one thing interesting about me is that I am obsessed with dogs. And let's get real here. Who doesn't
Nice.
love dogs?
Exactly.
Yeah, these are
That's
my
awesome.
friends' dogs. And yeah, that's on the top left, that is Cosmo, then that's Harley, and this Otto the border collie and Pablo here. I
Love it.
like I'll assure you these are not photos from the internet. These are all my
Yeah.
friends' dogs, and yep, from time to time I'll give them pets and some treats.
That's awesome. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we'll kick things off. I'll go ahead and start the timer. Xavier will have 10 minutes to tell us all about Comet Backup. Just as a reminder, we will have all of our questions in the demo room. And so if you do have any questions, just go ahead and write those down, save them up for our demo room, and we will start our timer right now. Xavier, you are on.
Alrighty, cool. Hey, thanks then, and hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Xavier Pong. I'm a sales rep for Comet Backup. I'm a part of a fantastic team here, and I would want to tell you about the awesome product that we have. So, Comet Backup is a backup platform built by IT professionals for IT professionals. No one wants to be hit by ransomware, hardware failure, or even human mistakes. So, which is why it is critical to back up your data to ensure business continuity. So Comet protects a huge amount of data globally, with customers running millions and millions of backup jobs. We do have users in more than 120 countries, and the software is being localized to 13 languages, and that includes French, German, Dutch, and there are 10 more that I always can't seem to remember. But anyways, just a little bit about history of Comet. So we do have more than 20 years of experience in the backup space. And we started off as an MSP in the early 2000s, focusing on backups. Then it became clear to us that, hey, the market actually need a backup vendor focused specifically on serving the channel. And Comet was born in 2017 after 2 years of development. Cool. And everyone says that customers are at the heart of what they do. But at Comet, MSPs that we serve are truly at the heart of every decision that we make. So we prefer to let our customers to we just let our customers to speak for themselves. And if you hit on sites like G2, Capterra, and SearchForce, you can see why so many of them give us 5-star reviews and good stuff like, hey, it's easy to set up. Hey, great support you have there. All right. So since our users love us, what is in it for you as an MSP? So Comet is a all-in-one backup platform. We offer an intuitive, easy to use web console for you to remotely manage your endpoints, protect them, be it from endpoints, server, virtual environment, stuff like that. So I'll encourage you to join me in the breakout room to see the product itself. With our simple pricing, you're not tied to any contract. So your cost scales in line with your growth and you pay only for what you use. So there's no hidden charges, nothing like that. When you're running a business and your time is finite and precious. So we understand that and we help you save time by built-in reporting. And you can also use custom policy settings and push updates to your endpoints. Apart from that, we do also have quite an extensive integrations and API so that Comet plays well with the rest of your tech stack. As humans, we love being in control, don't we? With Comet, you have total control over your backup environment. So you choose where your data is stored, whether is it on cloud or is this on your on NAS. So that is entirely up to you. When it comes to server, you can host it yourself or Comet can host them for you. The choice is just yours. Last but not least, Comet is 100% rebrandable. So what this means for you is that you can put on your own color scheme, your logo, company name, and your endpoint wouldn't know that you are using Comet. So the Comet server is your central console where you manage all your customers in a single pane of glass. So you can configure them, manage backups, kick off backups, monitor statuses, troubleshoot for them remotely. All this can be done without any RMM or third-party software. Okay, self-hosted versus Comet hosted. Which one should you go for? And I would say a lot of our users actually opt for Comet hosted because it's a hassle-free option. Then you have one less infrastructure to take care of. So it's just fast and easy. But if you want self-hosted, when it comes to self-hosted, this is more suitable for those who need an on-prem solution, or if you have any specific regulatory requirements, this is where you go for self-hosted. With Comet, you have quite a wide variety of storage options here. So either is it on-prem or pretty much any S3 compatible cloud storage options. So just to name a few, I think that's Blackblaze, iDrive E2, Google Cloud. Yeah, we do have definitely more than that. And sometimes we do get asked who our recommended provider is. And I think there's no one solution fits all. So it depends on you and your customer's requirement. And we do have some customers who want storage bundled with their backup service. And we do provide this through Comet Storage powered by Wasabi. So we do offer Comet Storage at no markup. and it's automatically configured in your Comet hosted server, and it's charged along your backup service. So essentially a unified billing. So you don't have to manage two separate accounts. For those who want an easy backup with bundled storage solution, I think this is a fantastic option. When it comes to technical benefits, Comet has a fast and bandwidth efficient backups as deduplication happens on the client side. This would save you storage space, which eventually translates to lower storage costs. And after your first backup, you'll never have to perform a full backup again, and your backups are always incremental forever. So what does this mean is that your oldest backup can just restore as fast as your most recent one. There's no delta merging, there's no differential and stuff like that. Last but not least, your data is always encrypted and compressed during your backup, transit, and at rest. So the only time that it is unencrypted would be during a restore process. So what can I back up? I would say that Comet supports quite a wide variety of backup types. So we do have 13 in total at the time being. So whether you want some basics file and folders backup, or if you want to do a full disk image for bare metal restore, that's doable with Comet. And then we do offer 365 and some virtual machines backup, Synology. So all these are possible with Comet, and we are continuously expanding our offering. So keep an eye out on our website, social media to stay updated. Yeah, just on top of my head, we recently launched a VMware backup in, I think it was November last year. So one neat thing about our VMware backup is we do offer CBT chain block tracking mode, which reduces backup time. I hope you have been having a great time so far, and I certainly had a great time with you. So we do offer a 30 days free trial. So all you have to do is head to our website, cometbackup.com, and to sign up. So there's no credit card required. You get $100 worth of credit and 30 days to test drive Comet and access all our features, together with a 5 terabyte of Comet storage to make it easy to get started. And I do have a promo code for all our attendees here today. So if you use the promo code EverythingMSP, you'll get an additional $50 worth of credit and an extended trial when you sign up. I'd love you to join me in the breakout room for a product demo. We'll be doing a giveaway to one lucky winner. Alternatively, if you want to have a one-on-one chat session with us, you can book a call through our website, and feel free to reach out to us at hello@cometbackup.com if you have any further questions. I'll say that backup is such a fundamental part of every MSP's core offering, and we are here to help you protect your customers and to grow your business.
Awesome. Xavier, great job. I appreciate the information. Also love the promo code that you have with that extra $50. Thank you for offering that to our audience. And many great backup options, especially when you take a look at VMware. And one thing in particular that catches my eye is the 365 backup. Certainly, we all, overall, I think a lot of our clients assume that when it's in the cloud with a provider like Microsoft, that it's just automatically backed up. But that is not the case. We want to have that level of protection to make sure that we're offering that to our clients, an additional layer of protection for that backup. So, Xavier, thank you so much. And we will move on to our next presenter. We've got Pete Bussum with Equilibrium Consulting. Pete, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, and it's a great day here in Michigan, so I can't complain about that. But I'm going to put you on the spot just as well, and we all want to learn about something about Pete that we might not be aware of.
So those of you that know me have seen me travel around the country the last couple of years with a thing called the Channel Strong Tour. And those that were great got to see my different race cars. So I have an affinity for track racing with the Sports Car Club of America, SCCA, in the novice division. So I don't run competitively. I'm more out in the gentleman's side, but I've raced a Nissan GTR, and
Nice.
currently I have a Nissan Nismo 370Z. So
Very cool.
Those are my toys that I like to get out whenever I possibly can and get out and see how much rubber I can tear up in a day.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too much sheet metal, but I've been known
Right.
to, you know, I also have a 93 Nissan Z that I've torn up pretty good a couple times. So
That
in
is awesome.
various
So
stages of rebuild. So
yeah. So any speeding tickets?
no.
No. Awesome.
You know, it's amazing when you go fast on the track, you have an appreciation for recklessness because you know, anybody that's not driving by the seat of their pants is not really driving. And then when
Right.
you pull your car around in a, you know, where you're roughly 50 foot between your truck and your trailer, you have an affinity for traffic of not going fast and watching merging and stuff like that. So,
Right.
so
That's
you have
awesome.
your driving skills get very tempered. Doesn't mean that you don't have a little bit of road rage when people don't treat you. You know,
Right.
nobody wants to get stuck behind a trailer or a truck or what have you.
Exactly.
So they race around you, but all good.
Very good. Well, let's kick things off. Go ahead and we'll start our timer. And if you have a slide deck, you can go ahead and share that. If you don't, that's fine. But we'll go ahead and start our presentation now. And you are on.
So I don't typically use a slide deck. And as you kind of laugh, you know that I am one that I believe in authenticity and education. But Equilibrium Consulting is a 15-year-old consulting firm dealing primarily in sales management and marketing management. And we have a very much approach of the two are very integrated, which is part of how our services are connected. So I'll kind of go through the silos of our services, but they're really tied together. So we have a fully done for you marketing outsource program that we sell, and it's very easy. If it touches your brand, we do it. So if it's your website, we do it. If it's your sales sheets, we do them. If it's social media, we do it. And write down the list. You want to do a webinar? We'll set the webinar up. We'll help you advertise. We'll do your email marketing. We'll do print marketing, collateral, and everything in there as that. And many folks that have used us over the years have had great successes. And it's like anything else, but marketing isn't for everybody, right? You have to grow into it and all that. So we're going to be announcing this month a do it, you know, kind of a self-subscription model that you can go in and download social media packs with a guide, and you can connect with partners that we have available to set up your social media, put it in, and take an hour of time and have all your graphics, content, and everything set for the month. So it'll be a really nice platform, and this is the first announcement that we've made of it. If you go to marketvault.com, and it's MARKIT, because as you can see, our brand, the Marketex, we've stuck with the Market Vault, and it's basically, we're calling it the Equilibrium Marketing Hub, right? And in there, as we go through, we've started out with social media. We're going to add blogs. You'll be able to order up a website in there, and it'll be self-service. Of course, the website is going to take a little bit more because we don't believe in just template and drop it and let it go. We manage the full thing. We handle it very much like others that are in the space. But we really felt like the owner-led community really needed a entry-level product that was highly professional and not kind of gimmicky, that it had a high-end feel, high-end look. And that's what we're going to provide in this service. So we'll see how it goes, but we will be rolling it out here within the next week or so, that the teasers will come down and the system will go live, and the first product will be downloadable. So we're pretty excited about that part as we look at how do we help the owner-led, or the owner-led that has an administrative person helping them get launched into marketing programs that are branding, that help them brand, build on referrals, and continue to go in. So we have at that point, we will have a full-fledged product. And if you go to our website, equilibriumconsult.com, it's very easy to see our pricing and programs. I think we might be the only one in industry that says, here's the program, here's the price, schedule a consultation. We have nothing to hide, right? And we sell it very much like an MSP sells their stack. It's got everything, it's all inclusive, and it's there to make it easy. So you as a stakeholder, you as an owner, operator, you can just engage with us. We have stakeholder meetings, and we set out a strategic calendar as to what to do. And as we build your brand, then we move into demand, right? So there's a little bit of brand marketing to build your brand. If you haven't built brand or haven't done marketing out there, you need to do that so people know you. And then we start going into demand marketing, where we're focusing more on creating lead generation. But expectations are, if you haven't done your brand building, you need to do a little of that before you just go right into demand, because people need to know your brand a little bit more. Okay, so we'll have both programs available. So you can start in one and grow up, or you can start in a full-fledged program and go from there. They are also done for you. So we don't tell you what to do and ask you to do it. We do it for you. And that's a big differentiator in how we handle our go-to-market strategy for you. So again, we take a strategy, we lay it out, and then we go into execution mode from the graphics right on through every last piece of it. We're all US based, and we're all remote. So we have been remote for 15 years. So, but highly collaborative, right, in your market. So we make things look like you. You're not syndicated. You are unique. And that's another differentiator to our competitors. When you buy our competitors, everything is syndicated. Your blogs are syndicated. Your social is syndicated. Your websites are syndicated, right? You look the same as the people down the street. You don't get your culture, your story, your pieces put in there, right? You get your colors, you get your contact information, but you don't necessarily get the other parts. So that's our marketing program, right? Then we have some automation tools that we add into there, that we add into the stack when you're in the full-blown stack. And those are called Connect My PSA. And this is another one of our brands, Connect My PSA. And what they are is they're tools that get embedded into your website. So as people are visiting, traversing, going through, we can track them all the way through. So if you don't have a full-fledged CRM like a GlassHive or more higher at a HubSpot level or one of the others to track your client journey all the way through, you have the ability then to use a Constant Contact or a MailChimp or another program, and we can track that journey of somebody opening, clicking a link, and all the way through your website. So you have that visualization of when we look at who do you really call on your list, right? Well, you're not going to call everybody on your list. You're not going to call all 2,000 people that you sent an email to. That's just not reasonable, especially at a smaller scale when you're trying to operate in a marketing. So we move that up and we push that through and we claim that data. We also have a connector that moves the data from a group in ConnectWise, if you're using ConnectWise, up into one of the smaller mail programs like MailChimp or Constant Contact, and then back down into a marketing campaign, which gives you those data points a lot quicker. Within 15, 20 minutes of launching an email, your results are sitting inside of ConnectWise, right? So that's our subscription product, our portion. And then our final piece that we really work and endeavor to is, I'm sure there's many QuoteWorks users out there. And it's a relatively easy program to get up and running when you're doing a CPQ product. But we are in the top 10, and you can see behind me some glass, and there's 5 of them back there. But we have been in the top 10 in the world for QuoteWorks as a partner for the last 5 years. And that's sales and services. So custom templating, help connecting and integrating into CRM or accounting systems, workflows right into the Quote Valet and other pieces out there. So we do that as an automation. We're also HubSpot professional partners, Constant Contact certified partners, and MailChimp certified partners. So the common platforms that you're working in or might be working in or would know of or heard of, we're the ones that are out there behind the scenes that are certified with those partners, have that just like you would bring to market your vendor relations. We handle those vendor relations with you. Many of our programs are MDFable. So we are working with partners to help you get MDF to offset costs. Because let's face it, marketing is a trail that you get on, and you just go down with the steam locomotive, and you got to keep going once you get on. So if you don't do that, you're not doing it. So we help you with your partners go uncover MDF opportunities that will pay for marketing campaigns and multi-touch type things that need to cover hard costs or even some of our costs that are out there. So I think I'm running close on my 10 minutes. But the way that you can get me is go to equilibriumconsult.com. You can find me on LinkedIn. If not, you can Google me also. So
awesome. Thank you, Pete. Very good information. And, one of the things that, jumped out at me, well, a couple things. One is the MDF component. I think, it's a thing that's often overlooked by many MSPs. Many of MSP partners, the various vendors, want to help you succeed because the more successful you are, the more successful they will be. So take advantage of those market development funds that are out there. The other thing too, as you mentioned, is if you want to do a webinar, many IT professionals are IT professionals, not marketing professionals, and leveraging somebody like yourself to be able to put a webinar in place, because we all know putting a webinar on is a way that we can help educate, either existing clients or prospective clients to drive new business. So very cool. Thank you so much, Pete. And
thank you. And I'll be in a demo room if anybody wants to see any of the softwares, how easy they are to use, or just to ask any questions.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank
so
you.
We're going to move on to our next presenter. Last but not least, we have Mr. Jason Price with Powered Services Pro. How you doing today, Jason?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm doing awesome. And so again, we got to do this. We got to hear something about Jason that people aren't aware of.
So I would think that probably the thing that's the crazy thing about me was like during COVID, I found a way to buy up storage units. That the same way that you see like on TV where people, against each other, I was able to do all of that virtually. And I probably did about 30 or 40 like different storage units over that, period of time. My best find was probably a $2,000 storage unit. And when I walked in there, I found $2,000. And then on top of that, I found like Salvatore Dali prints. I found generators. I probably got like $100,000 worth of stuff out of that storage unit. My worst one was probably there was a storage unit full of doors. It was like 110 doors. And the thing is, I can't walk in and say, "Oh, this sucks, I'm gonna leave." No, it's your responsibility to clear it out.
Right.
And so, my back was hurting for like 2 weeks. I just ended up donating all the doors because how do you sell doors? But I think that's probably the most interesting thing about me at this point.
That's awesome. So the moral of our story here is when you see Jason at the next conference, he's got a couple $1,000s worth of cash for a bar tab. So make sure you connect with Jason at the next conference. So which you guys do have coming up the end of April. So that's awesome. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and we will start our timer, and you have 10 minutes starting now.
All right, awesome. So thank you guys for joining me today. I'm here talking about Power Services Pro, but I just wanted to bring the alignment of who Power Services Pro is and where we came from. So it's part of the Kaseya stack. It's part of the IT Complete story and journey that we've been really talking about. So if you've seen us at any of these events, we talk about IT Complete being the platform that allows you to have a lot more simplicity in your life. When we start taking a look at what your day-to-day looks like, you guys are all over the place. Some of you guys are, both the tech and the CEO, both the CEO and the marketing person, the salesperson and the CEO, the owner, and it's all discombobulated. You guys are doing a bunch of stuff. We understand that, we realize that. And so what we did is, we took a look at the 4 structural challenges that you guys have as MSPs, right? Vendor fatigue, right? You have 15, 17 different vendors that you're dealing with on a monthly basis, right? That's different personalities, it's different ticketing systems. It's a lot, right? Different contracts, different, ways things are built. I mean, it's incredible. Limited integrations, right? So all your tools that you're using, right? They're not all working together, right? Or if they're working together, they're not a deep integration. They're API-based integrations. And we all know that when one company updates one thing about their stack and the other company that it's integrated through API, it always breaks, right? And so it's always a point where you cannot get things done the way you need to get things done. Poor utilization, right? We all want to buy that Ferrari and then we go 35 miles per hour, right? So you buy this tool that is supposed to do everything, but you're just not really utilizing it to the full potential. And then the high cost that you're typically dealing with having all these different vendors, all these different tools. We took a look at it, and about 20% of your revenue is spent on your kit, right? And so we want to see how we can reduce that. So with us, it's about being able to do more with less. So no matter where you are, whether you're a 1-man shop, a 10-man shop, you have hundreds of employees, it does not matter. We believe that we are going to allow you to be more efficient and to really be able to be the most competitive MSP in your space. So today, once again, we're talking about Power Services. So the question is, what is Power Services? What does it do? So essentially, Power Services is designed to supercharge MSP sales and marketing with fresh, cutting-edge content backed by expert coaching. Our program helps bridge the gap between technical expertise and sustainable MRR, and our team understands what it takes to develop winning content and proven sales strategies that propel businesses and build long-term value, right? So this program was the brainchild of Dan Tomaszewski and Gary Pica, and not the Dan Tomaszewski on this call, but the other Dan Tomaszewski, also out of Michigan. Confused the heck out of me when I first found that out, but there is another Dan Tomaszewski. And so what the 2 points that we're going to get off this call is, with this program, you get a professional marketing team working to provide your MSP with exclusive monthly campaigns to grow your leads and start generating MRR quickly. The second point is to get guidance, coaching, and training from experienced MSP CEOs and sales executives to go to market with a successful strategy to see profits in 30 days. So what this is it's a toolkit that allows you to really supercharge all of the different solutions that you have from Kaseya, right? So whether it's utilizing our ID agent, our dark web scanner, or rapid fire tools, or Graphis, right? All these different tools that we have to help support you, we can help you by having a sales strategy to jumpstart these different products in terms of being able to sell it out to your customer base or your prospect base, and really just make that a seamless, quick process. So with our marketing campaigns, every single month, we are doubling down on the content that we have, right? So that includes, creating 20 social media posts, 20 more social media graphics. We have tons of videos. We have on prem or people on our staff that are just videographers that are creating video content for you guys. Tons of blog content. Every single month, we are adding more and more into our chest for you guys to utilize and be able to really capture your prospects and drive MRR. We have a done for you campaign as well, right? So this helps automate your social media posting. We can do everything for you. We can set it up. We can, look at the different cadence of, how often items go out. We have the ability to track and score. I mean, it's a great solution. I will say that even though it is a great benefit to have us do it all for you, I think the biggest acceleration is when you start having an understanding of what needs to happen in order to maximize. And so though this is good to really start off, I think that the eventuality of you taking this on your own is actually the best route to go. But this is something that is exclusive to us. It's something that, we've seen our MSP partners grow by leaps and bounds, because one of the big excuses is I don't have time, or I don't know how, or I'm juggling all those hats. Just like the first slide I showed you where you're just bouncing around from problem to problem, issue to issue, right? That was the excuse. We can help alleviate that excuse, right, with the Done For You program. We have a full enablement library. So ebooks, infographics, webinars, sales sheets, one-click branding functionality. Everything is there for you. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to start over. It is all there presented for you already. We have tons of different content, which we also give you the source file, right? So that's very important, right? The source file gives you the ability to take a document, take a PDF, be able to say, you know what, I want to change this about it. I want to change that about it. I want to add this. I want to put it over here. I want to alter it. I want to flip it. I want to script it. I want to do whatever I want to do. You can do that because you now have the full source file, right? And so that is huge, right? We're not locking it down. We're not saying this is our property. We're saying, hey, this is what we've created. If you think you can do better with it, here you go. Bring it to your own internal design team, farm it out, whatever the case may be, but you can actually go from there. Once again, we have videographers on staff. And with that, it gives us the ability to always create content, right? If you're saying, hey, I wish I could tell this story in this way, and I think there'd be huge value being able to send out a link so people can reference that video, talk to us, right? That may be something we can put on our schedule so that we can actually have available for you and for all the other MSPs out there as well. With this program, you also get access to SEMO systems, which is essentially compliance strategies, right? So whether it's about HIPAA or business continuity or CMMC, there's over 70 training modules, over 72 videos, and over 200 downloadable templates, right, at a click of your fingers. It is awesome. It's normally worth well over $1,000. This comes free with your subscription to the Power Services Pro. Not to mention, if any of you guys know Gary Pica, who was a huge MSP in the Philadelphia area, but also had True Methods, you are also getting access to all of the training for True Methods, right? So pretty much all the framework stuff, the different TM roles, process information, how you can package and price, all that information, which once again is almost worth $2,000, you get for free with this Power Services Pro subscription. Tons of coaching is happening as well. So with this, you get access to a channel enablement manager, right? They are the person who is going to help you with your strategy, right? So whether it be pricing, whether it be packaging, whether it be strategy, right? You have weekly calls, you have quarterly keynotes, all that stuff. They are going to help you with that. If you wanted to do a webinar, they are the people that can help you to set up a webinar. They can help you pre-record it. They can get you involved in terms of being, expert or being a panelist. There is a ton of support they also afford you when it comes to events, right? So you wanted to do an event, right? How do you get people to the event? How do you promote the event? How do you make it something where there is going to be a draw? These are the things that they are working with you towards being able to execute that. I will say that we also have MDF at Kaseya as well. With MDF, we give you funds in order to go out and, you know, do these events, lunch and learns, breakfast and learns, you know, do a joint venture with your local chamber of commerce, digital marketing campaigns, things of that nature. When you're working with a coach, and you also have the ability to go and request funds, it makes a powerful combination where we're able to really accelerate growth. Goal assist, right? Where are you now? Where do you want to be? Let's help you create a plan to achieve and get to that goal, right? And so this is, you know, is awesome because us getting to pretty much know you and where you know, what your, you know, where your trajectory is, and really put items in place to help you get you there. We have tons of certifications that we make available as well through the Power Services Pro. This is also really good from a marketing standpoint, right? Because people want to see that you are certified, you know, to be the for network assessment or SaaS backup, right? Those are things that you can be putting on your website, you can be putting on your leaflets, newspapers, or on all those sorts of items. There's also the Supercharge Forum. The Supercharge Forum, you can talk to other MSPs within the program, see what's working for them, see how they're positioning things. Are they thinking about the same thing you're seeing in a totally different way that makes sense and, you know, is getting results? This is probably one of the best things about the program, right? Because you're not hearing it from your, you know, enablement manager. You're not hearing it from a sales guy. You're not hearing it from anybody. You're hearing it from people who are actually having the successes. And so this is probably one of the more visited or frequently visited parts of our site. And I think that is it. I think that wraps up 10 minutes. So
awesome.
I will be in one of the demo rooms, so please feel free to come on in and let's chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. And I think the biggest thing that jumped out at me is that I was part of putting Powered Services Pro together, and I didn't even know it. I can't take credit for that. That's obviously the other Dan Tomaszewski, who, as a former MSP, has an incredible amount of experience that he contributed to that. So, but you did mention the whole "I don't have time," and I think that is one of the biggest obstacles that many MSPs are faced with. Is, you know, they're stuck in the business and they're focused on trying to take care of their clients and just growing and building the business. And a lot of times they just don't have the time or the talent internally. So that's where that comes into play. So we're going to move on to our next segment, which is our breakout rooms. But before we, while I'm giving a little bit of information about that, Talon is going to throw a poll up, and please just go ahead and complete that. Let us know who would you like to hear from, Comet, Equilibrium, or Powered Services Pro.